essential things that you need to know before you start on your vision board for 2023. Because the whole reason you're doing a freaking vision board is to manifest, right? But people are scared to say manifest law of attraction. It works. Before you package all your vision board and you do your business plan, I want you to do this. Do me a favor. I want you to reflect on 2022 and what worked and what did not work for you. And I don't want you to think about if you had a conflict or a derailment in the path of your goal in 2022, because everything happens for a reason, even if we cannot see it at the time. So it might seem a derailment in your goal setting and your goals and how you wanted or envisioned your life to be like for 2022. I want you to think of it and change your perspective as if it was just a lesson that you learned. Because sometimes we get stones in the river to kind of guide us somewhere else or help us to slow down, because it's not time to reach a certain point, right? If that makes sense. So the first one is to reflect on 2022. I want you to think about what went well in 2022. Look at your old vision board, your old goal setting outline, whatever you use to set your goals for 2022. And if you did not set any goals for 2022, that is all right. That's okay. So just reflect on some of the things that you went through. I want you to write it down. For me, I call it accomplishments list. So I put down all the accomplishments that I've had, and it could be as big as buying a new home, or even it could be as small, which I don't think is small, as combating a fear of heights. So anything that you feel was a needle movement towards evolving, that's what I want you to put on your accomplishment list for 2022. The other thing under reflection of 2022, I want you to think about what lessons you learned. So what relationships did not go well or went sour in 2022, and what lessons you learned from that relationship that did not survive. Or think about anything. It could be hurdles, it could be just lessons. So I have a accomplishment 2022 list, and then I have a lessons list with all the things that are lessons that I've learned in 2022. Because if you don't write down the lessons that you've learned from your situations or problems or conflicts that you have, then you're just gonna repeat the cycle over and over again, right? Like Groundhog's Day. You're just gonna repeat the same thing. So my job is to make sure that you stay aligned with your path and your purpose, and you learn the lessons that you need to learn, so therefore you can move past that fear. The other thing I want you to remember and to do on reflecting on 2022 is I want you to look at new implementations and boundaries that you have set for 2022 and new boundaries that you're going to implement in 2023. So, for example, if you had a relationship or even a job, because I'm a career transition coach. So if you had a job or a position that is toxic in your work life and it's leaking into your life, then it's time to look at the boundaries that you set for your work. Maybe that's a job that you need to change. Maybe it's a position you need to change. Maybe it's a company that you need to change. So you want to think about, what is your ideal work environment? What is the ideal way you want to feel when you go to work? Do you want to wake up energy and go to work? Is it really aligning with your purpose? So when you get clear on that, you get to set some boundaries of what you will and will not tolerate. And that is really a treasure of advice that I hope you get anything from this video, is that you set boundaries, whether it's your life, love, money, career. Is once you set those boundaries, you create the outline, the framework of what you will and will not tolerate. The next tip I want you to take from this video is to get clear of what you want to feel like, how you want to feel like in 2023. Hear me out. Hear me out. So some people put a goal for their next year as, I want to I want to have a new home. I want to buy a new home. And I want my house to have 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, or whatever. They get into the detail of what it looks like. But before you do that, you want to get into the feel of what it feels like. What does the home feel like? You want it to feel warm. You want it to feel light. You want it to be in an area where you feel community bonds. You want to feel, so then you create an openness for the universe and your ancestor, God, whatever you call it, to bring that into your life, to manifest that into your life. Because the whole reason you're doing a freaking like vision board is to manifest, right? But people are scared to say manifest law of attraction. It works, right? Manifestation is just bringing something from thought into reality, and we do that all the time. So I think I even have a video on it. If it's not, just put in the comments that you want a video more about manifestation and how it really works, right? I have a video, I will attach it or put it here or somewhere, right? Also, you gotta get clear so then you know what gauge that you're using. So when you use the gauge of feeling, you let the universe or God, whatever, right? You let the divine to present those opportunities into your reality. So get clear already. Get clear what you want, because the universe is gonna bring it to you, right? So what fears or blocks you have going into the new year? So there were blocks that you had last year and things that stop you from attaining some goals. And there's even some fears or blockage that you overcame this year and that you want to make sure that you carry that on to the new year's. So think about some fears and blocks that you have for setting this new goal. So you want to manifest a new job, a new house, you want to manifest a new career. So think about how you want the career to make you feel, right? Once you have that, what fears or blockages you have for going into a new business, going into a new career. A lot of you are doing remote work. What fears do you have about going into tech and you don't even have a tech background? What fears or blockages that you have? And you want to write them down and address them. You have to be prepared for the hurdles, like kind of know the outline of the route and know what trees are in the way, so then you know when to adjust and recognize those fears. Another tip is belief. So after you kind of look at the past and see what worked and what didn't work, what lessons you've learned, what fears or blockages you have, you've looked at them, you're like, okay, I know this might come up because this came up before, but if you have a grain of belief that you deserve it. Actually, I want you to stop right now and say this in affirmations with me. I am worthy of success. Yes, say that again. Bring it back. I am worthy of success. You are worthy of success. And just have that belief. If not, borrow my belief that I know you deserve the success because you are a spiritual being having a human experience, and your purpose here is to live and show your light to others and inspire others just by you being you. So, are you ready for this bonus tip right here? Okay, it's a bonus tip right here. Bonus, but a lot of people get stuck, but a lot of people do this all wrong. I want you to do micro needle movements to move right? I want you to do micro movements to move the needle forward. And what that really means is doing the little activities that seems little and daunting, right? I don't want to get up and, work out, but yeah, I want to lose 40 pounds, right? You have to just use it as, just do micro movements, a little bit at a time. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, take a walk, and always go back to why you're doing what you're doing. Because sometimes during doing all the things in life, you have kids, you have deaths happening, you have transitions happening, you have all these things. That is just life. It's just transitions and things happening. All you have to do is just every week, look, even every night if you can do it at night, look at the micro activities that you've done to move the needle forward. That's it. If you want to start a business, if you're an entrepreneur, aspiring entrepreneur, make an offer every day. It could be anything. It could be to your lead magnet. It could be to what you have, anything. Just do micro movement and let go of the perfectionism that has held you back before. Yes, I'm talking about you. Yes, you, and you. I'm talking about you. Just let it go and just focus on the micro movements to move the needle forward. So I hope that works. So let's go through it again. So you want to reflect for 2022. You want to get clear of what you want your life to feel like. What do you want your life to feel like? Not only like look like, but what you want it to feel like. The third one was, what fears and blocks do you have pertaining to the new goal that you're trying to obtain? What fears and blocks pertaining to the new goals that you're trying to obtain? The other one is belief, and also micro movements to move the needle forward. I hope this was beneficial to you to create a new you in 2023 and the years after. Remember that I'm here for you. My name is Wendy Wonders, the Manifestation Support Coach. I am here for your evolution to reach your highest good so you can live the life that you envision. Go ahead and subscribe here. If not, I have a whole bunch of goodies down in the comments, quizzes and all. So when you evolve, remember, when you evolve, we all evolve. It's all about the evolution of we. Love you guys. Bye.